light flashing, all standing quietly. No, there is a Spirit 2 giving a bit of trouble, and now match point. So we'll have to have those horses settled before we are off. And away they go, and a pretty good break it is. Sweet and Sour broke smartly as Spirit 2 finding his best stride between horses just my left. The favourite Moonstone goes by on the outside to pick up the early lead. Moonstone, Sweet and Sour down the inside, Blast and Charlie between them is Spirit 2 on the outside, match point. Then Who's Calling His Bet, Van Helsing over the edge. Mexican Duke and last one at the back of the field with Blast and Charlie. Racing past the half-mile mark and make the race towards its 3. And it's Moonstone, the favourite just from Sweet and Sour down the inside. And there's match point up on the outside to challenge very early. Just My Luck is next. Then Who's Calling, Van Helsing and Espero 2. With the through filler marker behind them now. The favourite Moonstone is in front by a length and a half or so. Getting the challenge now on the inside from Sweet and Sour once again. Match point is in and out. Who's Calling coming with a big run from the back. And then after that when Van Helsing and the others appear beaten at this stage. Inside the mile marker they come. And the leader is still Moonstone. On the outside Who's Calling is next. Between them match point. Down on the inside Sweet and Sour. Here comes Van Helsing being switched up right to challenge as they come inside the final furlong. It's going to be Moonstone being pressed all the way home now from Who's Calling on the outside. Who's throwing a big challenge. On the inside Moonstone trying to keep it. Who's Calling outside on a tremendous drive as they come up to the wall. Who's Calling on the outside just gets home from on the inside Moonstone. Then there's Van Helsing in third on the inside Sweet and Sour match point. Espero 2 is next over the edge and Just My Luck. Blast and Charlie and Mexican Duke the last one. In a moment the unofficial placings.
People didn't get the information before the running of the race. They ran down the field. You had the first 4 places in that, 6, 4, 3, and 5. 5th was horse number 2, 6th number 1, and 7th number 7. The distances was 1 length, 1 3/4 lengths, 2 lengths, and 1 3/4 lengths. 4 fifths, half mile, 48 and 3 fifths, and the final time was 105 and 2 fifths. 105 and 2 fifths. That's for race 1. And the payments again, the winner paid $2.55 to win, and $170 to place. Number 4 paid $8.75. The forecast was $44.70, and the trifecta $37.60. That's for race number 1. And ladies and gentlemen, please hold on to your tickets. There's an objection placed by the rider of horse number 3 against the rider of horse number 11. An objection by the rider of horse number 3, Sweet and Sour, against the rider of horse number 11, horse number 11 being Moonstone. So please hold on to your tickets.
The Nicodemus.
Horse number 2, Who's Calling? Now we have the presentation being made. So I'd like to thank Mr. Cozier for donating the trophy, and also
And away they go. And a pretty good break it is. Sweet and Sour broke smartly as Spirit 2 finding his best stride between horses just my luck. The favourite Moonstone goes by on the outside to pick up the early lead. Moonstone, Sweet and Sour down the inside. Blast and Charlie between them is Spirit 2 on the outside match point. Then Who's Calling His Bet, Van Helsing over the edge. Mexican Duke and last one. Past the half-mile mark and make their way towards its 3, and it's Moonstone the favourite just from Sweet and Sour down the inside, and those match point up on the outside to challenge very early. Just My Luck is next, and Who's Calling, Van Helsing and Espero 2 with the through filler marker behind them now. The favourite Moonstone is in front by a length and a half or so, getting the challenge now on the inside from Sweet and Sour once again. Match point is in and out. Who's Calling coming with a big run from the back. stage. Inside the mile marker they come, and the leader is still Moonstone. On the outside, Who's Calling is next. Between them, Match Point. Down on the inside, Sweet and Sour. Here comes Van Helsen being switched up wide to challenge as they come inside the final following. It's going to be Moonstone being pressed all the way home now from Who's Calling on the outside, who throwing in a big challenge. On the inside, Moonstone trying to keep out Who's Calling outside on a tremendous drive as they come up to the wire. Who's Calling on the outside just gets home from on the inside, Moonstone. Then there's Van Helsen in third. On the inside, Sweet and Sour and Match Point. Espiritu is next over the edge, and Just My Luck, Blossom, Charlie and Mexican Juke the last one. In a moment, the unofficial place 8.